Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're jumping in here doing some Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 on the vatsim network. We are flying the Milk Run event in Australia, flying down from Sydney down to Melbourne. It's going to be a fun flight. We're taking out the Jetstar A321 with the IAE engines. It's going to be a great flight. Let's jump right into it. All right, we are jumping into the cockpit now of the plane. We're going to contact our ATC Sydney ground and get our departure clearance to get out of here as quickly as we can and on our way down to Melbourne. Clear to Sydney via the Wollongong flight plan route, runway 16 right, group 1 departure, Wollongong transition, climb VSID 5000, squawk 4573, departures 13315 for Jetstar 455. We got runway 16 right for departure with the Wollongong transition and the Group 1 departure. Oh, I'm all backwards today. All right, we've got 137 on the V1 speed. Perfect. We're going to go put the altitude up to 5,000 for our transition altitude. Everything looks good here. We're going to go ahead and turn on the APU. All right, APU has started up and our passengers are still boarding, I believe. Yes, we've got the fuel in. Now we're just waiting for the passengers.
Front of you, and only your larger bags, wheels first, into an overhead.
All right, back into the cockpit now. Our aircraft is fully loaded and we are ready to roll out of here on the way down to Melbourne. We're going to go ahead and turn on our APU bleed and then turn on our beacon light so the pushback truck can get connected. Sydney ground, Jetstar 455. We are ready for push and start. Push approved, Jetstar 455.
With the safety features of this Airbus A321 aircraft. Please pay attention to the crew member nearest to you.
Hello again. We want you to have a safe and enjoyable flight. So please listen closely while we take you through the safety requirements for our Airbus.
All right, engine 2 is starting up, taking flaps 2 for departure. We can go ahead and arm our spoilers and we can go ahead and turn on our taxi lights, turn off our APU bleed and our APU master switch. Everything looks good up here.
If it is required, remove the life jacket from the couch, place it over your head, pass the strap around your back, clip it in the front, and then pull on the...
All right, we can go ahead and go test out our flight controls. So as we can see, right, neutral, left, neutral, forward, neutral, back, neutral, right rudder, neutral, left rudder, neutral. Flight controls are free and clear. Sydney ground, Jetstar 455 with Charlie ready for taxi. Taxi Golf, holding point, runway 16 right, Jetstar 455. All right, we are ready for taxi. So we're taxiing out of the domestic 2, going to be on Charlie, then on to Golf. Oh, tail strike. All right, this Virgin Australia here is going to hold for us.
Jetstar 455, Seneca Day, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, Jetstar 455. Throttles to 50%.
Approaching 07.
And man, flex 48 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. V1 and rotate. All right, we're still hand flying the plane. Oh, we're getting hit by a bit of turbulence here. Can't really see much. And Jetstar 455 Sydney Centre, we are airborne, passing to 3000 for 5000. Climb by star 340, cancel speed, Jetstar 455. All right, we can go ahead and engage autopilot now. Let's climb out of Sydney. What a beautiful departure. We can go ahead and turn off our runway turn off lights and our nose light. Everything looks good. Making our right turn now. Once we get up to 10,000 feet, we can turn off our landing lights. We're just coming up to 10,000 feet now. We can go ahead and disengage our landing lights, and we can turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. One through 2.2, expect star, Jetstar 455. All right, we are just coming up to our top of climb now, and we are contacting 132.2. Tonight, Jetstar 455 with you, flight level 340.
Jetstar 455, Center G'day, cleared. Buin 1 Alpha arrival, runway 16, maintain flight level 340.
Alright, we cleared the Buin 1 Alpha arrival, runway 16, we'll maintain 340, Jetstar 455. So we'll go to flight plan, click on that one, and arrival. We're going to take the ILS 16 Zulu, that's what they advised us for, I believe. Well, that's what one we're just going to choose anyway. What have we got here? We've got 230 at 4 knots for the wind, 57 degrees for the temperature, and the QNH 1020. Charts say that our decision height is 640, so we're going to go ahead and implement that here. I also just want to quickly say that I know it has been a long time since I've posted a video. I have been sort of posting more of the short content videos. I have really enjoyed making them. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you enjoy it, I'll continue to post them. I did post one earlier today of a China Southern landing into Cabo. I don't know if that's something that you guys will like also. They're just little YouTube shorts and whatnot. I also want to say that if I meet any of you guys at the FS Expo, I will be going, and I really hope to meet a lot of you guys there. It is a big opportunity for me to go. I just decided one night with one of my friends that, you know what, I'm gonna go to the expo. I'm going to America by myself from Australia, and it's great. Anyways, continue our flight down to Melbourne. We've got a beautiful flight, clear skies, not too busy traffic. All right, we've just actually passed our top of descent center. Looks like it's gone offline, so we're just currently descending down now. Let's go ahead and get down. We're going to go ahead and engage our seatbelt sign. So we are coming down into Melbourne now. We're going to just monitor the approach frequency from Melbourne. Looks like it's raining in Melbourne, or a little bit cloudy. I'm not quite sure. Melbourne approach, Jetstar 455, descending via the Buin 1 Alpha arrival.
Jetstar 455, Melbourne approach, g'day, descend via the star 9000, Melbourne QNH 1020, runway 16, expect the ILS.
Alright, descend via the star 9000, runway 16, we'll expect the ILS for Jetstar 455. Turn these lights on. We'll do a auto brake of low, just because it's quite a bit of a long runway and we should be perfectly fine. Descend via the star 5000, Jetstar 455. We've been cleared down to 5,000 now. We've got some traffic here. I think they've just taken off out of Melbourne. We're coming in for landing. Coming out of 7,000 here. I forgot to turn on my landing lights. That's how great I am. Stand by the star, 3,000, cleared ILS approach, runway 16, Jetstar 455. We are coming through some cloud, but I think it's a bit of a clear, but we're gonna have a clear approach into runway 16, which is good. We're coming out of the clouds here. Our decel point is just about now. All right, we're slowing down nicely now. We can go ahead and disarm our speed brakes once again and arm them. Laps 3.
No further ATC available. Control services terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
All right, we're looking good here. Once we get established on the localizer, we can go ahead and arm approach mode.
455, maintain 180 until 6 miles. Contact the tower, 120, that's fine. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll maintain 180 until 6 miles and we'll contact the tower, Jetstar 455. All right, we're going over to tower frequency now. We have to maintain 180 knots until 6 miles. Get our landing gear down. We'll arm approach mode now. Melbourne Tower, Jetstar 455. We're fully established on localizer, runway 16.
455, Melbourne Tower, g'day. Continue approach.
We'll continue approach, Jetstar 455. Everything looks good. I'm not missing anything.
2,000.
All right, we're gonna come in to land. Gonna stay on the diamond here. Haven't yet been cleared to land. I think there's somebody just taking off or landing in front of us. That's fine. Get that nose down a little bit. 2 red, 2 white. We're looking good. Get that nose down a little bit.
Jetstar 455, the wind's 260 degrees, 5 knots. Max tailwind of 5 knots on runway 16, clear to land.
16 clear to land, Jetstar 455. All right, we've just been cleared to land. We've got to get that nose down and get in the center a little bit more. It's a little bit windy here. We've got a crosswind of 5 knots. Not too bad, but you can definitely feel it. Keep getting that nose down.
Approaching 16.
Alpha, good. Do you think you currently set by?
Cross 185
Running 8
Alpha,
miles to
5
runway. Running 185 Alpha, currently 8 miles to runway. 100 above.
Get that nose down. We forgot to slow down. We're going a little bit fast. That's okay. Told you I'm not a good pilot. Might be a little bit too fast.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Atari 988, Melbourne Tower, g'day.
Floating a little bit. We need to go around.
Retard.
Long landing!
Retard.
Long landing!
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 455. We're on the go.
Too low. Terrain.
Jetstar 455, climb
Too
4000.
low. Terrain.
Climb 4000, Jetstar 455.
Too low. Gear.
All right.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear.
Shut up, plane. We're good. Autopilot. Yeah, we were coming in a little bit too fast there. We're climbing back up down to 4,000.
No worries.
132.0 Jetstar 455. Melbourne approach, hello again. Jetstar 455, we're on the go around, climbing 4,000. Maintain runway heading, climb 4,000, Jetstar 455. Look at Melbourne, holy, they've done a really good job with this ever since the Australian World update. This is great. At least we got to see this.
Jetstar 676 descending to flight level, correction descending to 9,000.
G'day, runway 16, suspect on.
Runway 16, expect pilot.
Very beautiful. We're making another left-hand turn here, going 320 now. They're vectoring us back to the approach for runway 16. Got a little bit of traffic here on our right side. Nothing too serious. All right, we're heading 280 now. We're coming up to Belter again. We are going to soon make our left turn to be back established on the localizer for 16. Looks like we've got a bit of rain coming in here on the runway compared to what we had before. Especially we can see on the radar here too. Got a bit of weather coming in, not too bad. We can get out flaps 2 now, slow her down. We've got auto throttle still. Yeah, we're good. All right, we've captured our diamond. We're descending now down to 3,000. Our landing lights and everything's still on. We've got flaps 3. Once we get to waypoint Avmail, we'll go ahead and get our landing gear down once again. Jetstar 455. We are fully established on the localizer, runway 16. Tower, Jetstar 455. We're fully established once again on the localizer, runway 16. We'll get our gear down and we're going to retry this landing. After Avmail, we're going to turn in for the localizer. We can turn now. Window wipers off, don't need that. Rain is not that bad. We'll go ahead and hand fly the aircraft. Just a little bit too high. We want to get her down a little bit more. All right, 2 red 2 white, fully established. Hopefully we can do better this time. Get that nose down a little bit. Follow the diamond.
Approaching 16.
Climb at 5,000 squat. 44.
$500.
102, unreadable, you're coming in, chop.
500 checked. Looking much better this time.
Qantas 102 is clear.
Get that nose up a little bit more.
Head in flight.
300.
Squat 447.
We want to be lower rather than higher. 2 red 2 white. Get that nose down.
Once again, unreadable.
100.
Jetstar 776, port ready.
We're ready
50,
to go.
40, 30,
Jetstar
20,
776,
retard.
runway 27, line up.
Line up 27.
Get her down in the touchdown zone. Come on. Reverses.
Qantas 102.
Green.
Tower, can you read?
Decel.
Qantas 102.
Not the best landing. Could have done better. Ah, well. We got her down.
Sorry, my microphone was flying up, but ready to read back. 102 is cleared to
Alright.
runway 27.
Auto brake off.
Bravo 21.
That was a little bit better. Not the best, but
Yeah, Qantas
we did what we
102,
could with what we had.
I'll require text,
Let's taxi to the gate.
Jetstar 455, welcome to Melbourne, taxi Juliet, hold shot Alpha and advise bay preference.
Juliet, hold short Alpha, and we'll take gate 48 at the Jetstar terminal for Jetstar 455.
Jetstar 455, taxi Juliet, your discretion.
made it down. Not the best landing, but hey, it is what it is. We got it down. Once again, thank you for choosing Jetstar. Alrighty. Making a left in here. We can go ahead and engage our APU. And brake fans as well. I think we made the turn a little too early, did we? I cannot tell. No, we didn't. We're good. Right here, gate 48. Perfect. Nice and done here. Take our taxi lights off. All right, parking brake is set. All right, we can go ahead and turn off our beacon light and our engines now. We've got our APU on. All right, everything is looking good. We've got our APU on. Seatbelt signs can come off. The doors are not yet open. We'll go ahead and deboard our passengers now. What we can go ahead and do is get the aircraft shut off. Make sure everything is turned off for the next pilots that want to fly this plane. Everything looks good here. What a lovely flight this was. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.